My name is Lisa Black, and my work is murder. I'm a forensic specialist for the Cape Coral Police Department in Cape Coral. And before that, I did work at the coroner's office in Cleveland, Ohio. So all those cool, interesting, and sometimes gross things you see people doing on TV, that's what I do. We don't wear high heels. We don't wear designer clothes. When you're working around, dirt and blood and bleach, you don't wear clothes that you would be upset if they got ruined. Yes, until I got old enough to be interested in boys, and then I read Hardy Boys instead. With their head caved in. I don't want to get too graphic with children around here, but there's no way that injury came from, produce this little bit of blood in the car with this little fender bender and still produce that injury on her head that we found her with. So it's like, okay, that's not adding up. Well, that's my day job. Whenever you have anything that's outside, it's going to, the ground is all clay, and here it's sand, You have winter, a good 6-7 months out of the year, so there's snow, there's cold. That affects things. If people are killed in the winter, they're going to decompose slower. Here, even in winter, they're still going to, if they're outside, they're going to decompose pretty fast. Any crime scene, you want to work fast. You always have to work fast. And my husband gets real bent out of shape about stuff like that. I'm like, I'm investigating a homicide. I started writing letters. I don't know how old I was, but a stamp was 8 cents. And I was writing letters to my cousin, and then I'd write little stories along with them, and I'd storyboard these things like a little comic book with little stick figures because I couldn't draw. And they were always some sort of mystery or some sort of TV show that I'd take and put us in. And then I'll pick a location. Then I'll usually, bribe my mother by taking her out to lunch somewhere. And on the way there, it's like, oh, let's stop by here. And I get out and take pictures. And somehow when they collected the body out of this other car, they neglected that half the man's brain was sitting in the back seat, which sounds like really, really gross. But it looked like a Halloween decoration. It was just sitting there all pink and convoluted and really kind of neat.